Okay, there's Steven talking. Classic. Okay. And let's get everybody else in here. Hold on. No, we're gonna get everyone else. I promise. Okay. I promise.
Click those buttons.
Are you guys, if y'all talk, are people hearing the talking?
Words! We're saying words. Can you hear our words?
We're doing the
words.
There
are words.
Okay, looks like I need to turn the background music down a little bit. Okay. Okay, we did it. I ruined that. Here we go. Welcome to a professional stream filled with professional streamers where we do professional stream things. I'm Steven. I am the producer and most things at the Faeforge Academy. Welcome to our channel. A couple things before I turn it over to Chris and we get to do this awesome campaign. We have basically one overarching rule here at the Faeforge Academy, and that is respect. We respect people's identities, we respect their pronouns, we respect their gender, we respect their race, their beliefs, all of that stuff. If you choose to not do that, we don't give warnings, we just kick you out. We have no tolerance for any form of discrimination or bigotry. So my art is in the wrong card. Classic. We're gonna fix that once Chris gets started. Because I have ADHD, so welcome to my brain. So that's the one rule that we have. If you want to support the stream, subs and bits and all that stuff are helpful. We also have a coffee, and we will have a lot of fun. So with that, we've got a little intro video, and then I'm going to turn it over to Chris. Actually, I'm gonna audible that real quick. I'm gonna put all of you on the spot. I want you all to introduce yourselves before we get to the game. So let's start with our guest GM, Chris. Introduce yourself real quick.
Hi everyone, my name's Chris Geary. I am a streamer, designer. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Geary, and I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, Prince. You're muted. Somewhere.
Oh my gosh, the trend continues.
Hello. There I am. Hello everyone, I'm Prince, or Dimples and Dice around the internet. That's where you can find me on the internet, as Dimples and Dice and all of the places, all of the things, including my Twitch. You can also find me over at Rolling These 20s as the GM or storyteller for Vampire the Masquerade, Philly by Night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Enjoy me as Drasus today, though.
Yeah.
It's going to be on and poppin'.
Leona.
Hello, my name is Leona. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at the Leona Maple. You might have seen me around the TTRPG sphere, Twitter sphere, a couple of podcasts, couple of streams. You know, just a couple, not too many, nothing like that. But today I will be playing beautiful, beloved Sunflower, and I'm excited to be here.
B.
Yay! Well, if we're talking about somebody in our TTRPG space who only does just like a small amount of things, just like a handful, one handful worth of podcasts, TTRPGs, streams. I also am the community manager for Adventurers League, so in theory, I know about D&D. In practice, you'll be incredibly disappointed. I am coming at you playing Morticia and her mysterious companion, Adam.
Awesome. And like I said, I'm Steven. So let's get you to that little video and get ready for this adventure.
To most mortals, life is fleeting, slipping from their grasp much too soon. To the precious few who see life through a wider lens, the constant of cycles reminds them to seek new horizons. Evastria endures many a cycle. Some are but microcosms of daily life, while others alter her foundations, even tearing her asunder in order to reshape Evastria once more. Not all cycles are so simple. Life, death, rebirth. No. Many cycles, whether mortals notice them or not, shape one's past in the present, hurtling them toward an ever-changing future state. This reconciling of the past in the present captures the essence of Reclamation. an act of reimagining oneself on their own terms. Join us now as we embark on adventures of mystery, of self, and of reclamation on the Reclamation Project.
All right, in the theme of this morning, you'll notice that our screen is a little wonky, but we had a disconnect happen real quick, so we're just rearranging those. But Chris,
Yes,
it's all
so
you.
thank you, Stephen, and thank you again for, having me here and trusting me with Evastria. Where we begin our first session is in the city of Riverheart, on the continent of Karen, in the far northwest of the world of Evastria. If you were to travel from the Faeforge Academy due west, you'd probably get there. Riverheart is a 3-tiered city. At the top, we have First Light, where the 5 families reign. The center, we have the Calling, Mercantile, and Bustling. And in the 3rd tier, we have the Fog. This fog is caused by the mists of the river that flows through the heart of the city and falls down the cliffside in which it's built upon. Things are a little damper in the fog, as one might expect. But it's also the place where the common folk live. The people whom you can find a comforting smile and a hand up when you need it most. And nestled within the region of 5 Rocks, you find the Scallywag's Respite, a little bar and tavern that's tucked into the side of larger buildings. Each of our heroes, shall we say, have received an invitation. One by one they arrived, finding that the tavern was closed for a private party. The invitation gets them through the door and directed by the bouncer to a table in the center. Once the table is full, a round of drinks arrives. Each drink, the person's favorite beverage. Vincent, what is your favorite beverage?
Oh, Vincent there's just a neat glass of scotch sitting in front of him. Cleary picks it up. And Vincent has this like once jet black hair, now has some streaks of gray in it. Kind of a olive tone skin, these brown eyes that every once in a while you think they flicker with a bit of violet. He's dressed to the nines, this lovely vest with this beautiful embroidery, a nice white collared shirt. No, not too much as far as jewelry or anything, but he carries with him a cane, and he walks leaning on it a little bit. This cane is jet black, though at the top there's this skull, and similar to the flecks of of violet you see in his eyes. The skull kind of has these lights that shine from within where the eyes are, momentarily, kind of at random. And he walks in, sees the drink, grabs it, takes a sip, and then just looks around at the rest of the strangers entering this bar.
Let's go to Morty. What drink is before our friend here?
Please understand. People only get to call me Morty if they're like my absolute best friend and they've killed at least one monster with me. Have you killed a monster with me? I don't know about that. But I am definitely holding a giant chalice. This is an ornate chalice with just like extra carvings, maybe some paint. It might have been chipped once or twice. I might have done that. Who knows? I can't remember what had happened, but what I do know, this chalice has mead with an extra dollop of honey in the center. So when you swirl it around, the honey kind of gets mixed up, but not enough because the mead is still cold.
Sounds tasty.
And for those looking on, Morty, or Morticia, is a fae creature, a rather small fairy, dressed in some dark blues. Everything looks a little worn. They've got their hair in two poofs that are like a shocking bright pink. They have little small bat wings above their shoulders that kind of keep them afloat. Not one time do you see them actually walking. And so often she kind of looks behind herself and whispers something, but there's nothing behind them.
Drasus. Going from smallest to largest, what drink do you have?
I say Drasus is probably drinking whatever the local swill is. He's not too picky. Probably has a pint or two of whatever their regular beer is. He's not very picky on this sort of thing, and he's sitting there kind of leaned back in the chair, groaning every time he moves to pick up something. Just, another time with the same old thing. But at least it's good to be back out in the field. Drasus is tall, dark Minotaur. You can tell that he's older because there's a graying to not only his hair, but his fur is also starting to gray, even though he's a black bull-looking Minotaur. It's all starting to like gray and sort of just fade. But he's large. He's a very large Minotaur, almost 7 feet tall, closing in on 300 plus pounds. The armor on him is starting to stretch at the buckles. You see, it looks like it's a little old, and maybe not quite fitting over his belly anymore. But yeah, he's probably sitting alone and just glaring at the whole bar with his one eye that he can see out of.
Oh, I don't know if I made it clear, but each of you would have been ushered to the center table.
Oh, great. Then he's just glaring at everybody at the table, like kind of like taking them in to see if he can see any tells from them about like what they're good at.
Oh, well, I'm very curious to know what you interpret.
And that leaves Sunflower. What is in front of Sunflower?
Why, nothing, after all. I'm a Warforged. Technically, I don't need to eat or drink. I mean, I've tried it, but I don't know. It's kind of a complicated thing. I'm all right. I'm just curious to be here. And Sunflower is a Warforged. She's kind of got this golden bronzy brown kind of skin tone to her, made of metal, with these beautiful gold filigree details. Kind of a slight warm smile on her face, just a slight one. Her hair is long and brown, and she's put it up in a braid. She's in fact woven a sunflower into the braid. So there's just a little sunflower kind of at the base of the braid, just peeking out at the nape of her neck. She's got it kind of pulled over one shoulder. And good luck to Drasus to get a read on a warforged who can't move her face, but all right.
Vincent kind of looks around at these three individuals, eyes resting on Sunflower for a moment. Warforged, he's never seen one, and he's seen a lot. You are interesting company. What has brought the three of you here?
Well, this letter. And Sunflower just, with no hesitation, like brings up this invitation letter, and is just like, "Did you not get one?"
Oh, I did. I just wasn't sure if we'd all get, if it was like a form letter, or which would be very disappointing to me. Are they all the same letter, Chris?
The letters are written differently for each of you by hand, and they are written in such a way to intrigue you enough to show up. So whatever your character would need to hear or read to give it a go is what you would find.
You all got letters? I was just told to show up here.
Oh,
Sure.
I mean, Adam got a letter, but Adam always gets letters. I never... Would anybody like to mail me something? I would love to receive a piece of mail.
So someone just told you to show up to a thing, and you did.
Well, when Adam says
Investigation?
something... Yeah, I'll absolutely listen to anything Adam says. Adam says go left, I go left. Adam says stab you in the throat, I stab you in the throat. It's so weird.
Is Adam like a brother, a boss?
What?
What's...
Who? No.
Who is Adam?
No, we're trying to figure out who Adam is.
Are you asking me or are you asking Adam?
Is Adam here?
Oh, of course! Adam's everywhere I am. Adam is my shadow. Well, I don't have a shadow right now, which means Adam's somewhere else, but you know, nothing to worry about.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Morticia.
Hello, Morticia. You can call me Vincent.
Vincent. Ooh, what about everybody else?
Drasus.
my name is Sunflower.
Did you all get letters?
I did.
Yeah, of course.
Could I eat some of your letters?
No.
Oh,
And that is
Sunflower?
a very odd request to ask people you don't know.
Well, I know you now. I know your name, Drasus. I know everything about you.
As you ask the question and interact with one another, a letter slides across or up from the edge of the table and in front of you. It is the letter that Adam got.
Oh, good. I can finally eat some. And I would like to grab like a small. Is it like a regular size letter, like that a non-small creature would receive?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's it's got the foiled the gold foiled writing on it, embossed writing on it. It has the wax seal, the whole nine.
Okay.
Much too fancy for this bar.
It is a very nice letter.
Mhm.
I'd like to eat a little bit of the wax, a little bit of the paper, and then read out loud what it says. do I have a specific letter that was to me?
No, I left that to your interpretation as to how
Okay.
it would convince, well, in this case, Adam to bring Morticia.
Heck. I think the letter was an invitation for a convergence of powers. I think I had outlined a little bit of what I wanted it to be, but do I recall? No. Do you have that document open by chance, Chris? I'm opening it right now.
I do in one of my many tabs. Yes.
Because I feel like I had a really good motivation that was like steeped in backstory.
So let's see here. Your character's motivation for wanting to be here was to be a part of something again. It says here, Morticia has been alone for a very long time. Souls aren't the best company. Not quite like actual people.
Okay. Yeah, so then I think the letter was like, for Adam, it was a convergence of powers. And it was Morticia's interpretation is, oh, a group of friends. Teamwork. Are you sure I can't eat anybody's paper? Letter, just like the corner of the letter, it will really help me understand who you are as individuals.
You know, where I'm from, they use these things called questions.
What?
You ask people about themselves and then they tell you or they don't.
What about when they're dead?
That's never
Apparently there's ways to ask them after they're dead too.
We're gonna be really good friends.
Death's really not that big of a deal.
Says you, young buck.
Young. How old are you?
138.
That's cute.
Speaking of dead, Sunflower, are you dead?
I don't think so. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know very much. I don't know why it is that you would eat a letter.
I was hoping to understand what kind of person you are.
Yes, but how does that work?
I don't know.
I've never met someone like you before.
Oh, I've never met anybody like you.
Well, that makes two of us. Good. We'll be good friends then, hopefully.
Friendship with things that are alive, Adam. This is great.
You don't interact with many people, do you?
Depends on the status of them.
What do you mean by that?
I don't remember. It just felt like something that was right to say. I feel like I used to do something, but a lot of dead people were involved. Anyway, this meat is so good. Sunflower, could I just like pour it on top of your head? Would that let you absorb it like a plant?
Oh no. Unfortunately, I'm not like a plant. But for your sake, I'm happy to take a sip. I'll do my best.
Okay.
Okay. And she'll take the chalice and just like kind of take a small sip, and she's not quite sure if she tasted it or not. It's kind of she's still kind of adjusting. Well, she doesn't even know if she's like adjusting or what this is. She's still kind of making sense of being alive. But for the sake of nicety, she goes, nice.
It's really good, right?
How does honey affect the internal workings of a Warforged?
Little gummy.
I just get a little. She might just have like a little in her throat or something. And she'll give it.
Attract
she'll
a
give
couple
it
of
back.
ants.
Ugh. Nope. No thanks.
It could gum up the works, but probably not.
I'm sure she's got some sort of self-diagnostic system already running to fix it. It's fine. It's fine.
As we're all sitting here, Vincent will kind of most of the time, almost like a nervous tick, just kind of swirling his cup, looking at each of you, and then looking around. There was a bouncer who escorted us in. Is there anyone else in here with us?
Yeah, all the tables are actually full. They are busy with their own conversations, and there's the classic hum of sound like geese in the distance. And you find the bar staff is pretty busy moving amongst the tables. The bartender is equally busy preparing things.
Okay.
I would like to spend as little time in this. Looks around, kind of with a little bit of disgust on his face, takes a sip of his scotch. This place as possible. So if any of you know why we're here besides this letter, I wouldn't mind getting this meeting going.
Probably here to find something to fight. Someone to save. Some war to be in.
No,
I've never
I'm
done any of that.
very uninterested in that. Entire list is not on my things to do.
You said death is interesting. Can't find more death than you find in war.
No, I said death's not that big of a deal. It's just...
The tavern lights begin to dim, and the ruckus of the party that you had heard and paid attention to moments ago becomes more distant. It's as if your table is being spotlit from a source that you cannot find. And from the shadows steps forward a cloaked figure. Their average height. A little broader than you might expect, but nothing out of the ordinary. They pull back their hood, and they seem human enough. Their eyes are bright blue, and their hair is just a very calm and comforting auburn brown. Or, I'm sorry, chestnut brown. And they smile at you and begin to speak. Water is wet. The sky is blue. People have secrets. None of these things should surprise you, as each and every one of you has lost something of yourselves. Whether it was taken by age, kind of nods toward Drasus, or neglect, possibly. Curses bestowed upon your lineage of some sort. Looking at Sunflower. Maybe the cold shoulder of a powerful being. Side eyes, Vincent. But nothing is lost forever. I am not here to promise you ease or perfection. I'm simply here to offer you this. And the figure sets a scroll case. It's made of rose quartz, inlaid with copper-hued runes. It barely fits within their grasp of one hand because it's very wide in diameter for a scroll case. Its end caps are crafted of the same stone as the rest of it. The craftsmanship is great enough that it does appear seamless outside of the runes. They set it in the center of the table and add, within the scroll case are implements of foretelling and direction. They will guide you to what you have lost, but only at the price of what you have hidden away.
That's some kind of riddle.
I'm
Secrets,
very bad.
old man, secrets.
Oh, I'm so bad at riddles. Secrets. What if you forgot your own secret?
Oh, then it's quite the adventure to find it again, now wouldn't it be?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If there are secrets, how do you know about them?
I only know the things that have been foretold to me. It is in there that you will find those answers.
Who even are you? Why the four of us?
Well, each of you has a spark. Each of you once was renowned throughout this world. It is not time for you to fade. It is time for you to go once more and seek what Evastria needs.
I have to be honest, I don't give one single damn about Evastria.
Really?
No.
So if it all folds, where are you gonna run to, kid?
I would stop calling me kid.
Is that a way of avoiding the question?
There are many places that could do with a little bit of a, you could call it a restart. Or I guess if Evastria needs me, Evastria is in some shit.
Well, that happens. Everybody gets into some shit at some point or another.
Is that what happened to me?
Is it? Hard to tell.
I don't know. I don't know if anything that this man? It's kind of with a question mark. She's not quite sure about gender just yet. I don't know if anything that this man has said about me is true or not. I don't know anything. But I am a forged being, and she kind of like raises her fingers and like opens and closes them a little. Perhaps I was made for that. This would be logical. This would make sense. But how do you know so much about me when I don't even know anything about myself?
We don't know that they know anything about any of us. When you speak in vagaries like this, it's just...
That is also a good point.
As you are all discussing and looking around, for anyone, what is everyone's passive perception? I forgot to write that down before we started.
17.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
13.
Ben's only got one eye.
Fair enough. So 17, 11, 13, and I missed one.
I don't remember how to look up character sheets. I'm struggling. Passive perception, 10.
10.
So I do want to narratively... Adam usually sees things before I do. Which may or may not get told to me.
Fair enough. Adam would definitely notice as this person fades back into the shadows as you are all discussing.
That was weird. Not the weirdest thing I've seen, but pretty weird nonetheless.
They're gone. Oh, what's that? Adam says they disappeared into the shadows. I love disappearing into the shadows. I haven't done that in quite some time. Have we all decided to work as a team? No? Oh, okay.
Well, you have an item before you on the table.
Oh, thank you. I'm not
Francis
touching.
picks it up.
Oh, good.
What am I looking at?
It is in the shape of a scroll case, more the size of what a Minotaur might carry. It feels comfortable in your hand, not as small as the human-made ones typically are. It is made of solid stone. Well, maybe not solid. It is hollowed out, but it is made of stone, rose quartz, and well engraved. It does seem seamless at the end caps, but based on the implication that there are things inside it, you assume that it opens somehow.
Can anybody open this?
I would like to see Vincent try. Well, Adam says that they would like to see Vincent try, but I don't know if you could really hear Adam.
And as you say this, I think Drasus looks over at Sunflower and is like, you got any tools that could open this, maybe?
Perhaps.
Any implements on your person?
Perhaps. But Sunflower will, if you give it to Sunflower, she will just take it and attempt to open the end, like, with the hand, basically.
Which Drasus is done.
she's not gonna get it right away.
So yeah, he hands it to Sunflower.
She'll kind of try, and she'll be like, okay. Kind of starts getting analytical about it. I mean, in terms of tools that she has on her, I don't think anything that she actually has on her at the moment will help, so...
No, but an Arcana check will tell you more about the runes that you see on it.
Alright, sold.
I forgot we were playing D&D.
Drasus didn't even pay any attention to those. He knows the runes that's on his sword, and that's it.
That was the wrong sheet. Please disregard. For some reason I was on disadvantage. My apologies.
No worries.
That is... At a dirty 20? Is that what?
There we go.
18 plus 2?
The runes upon it are a variety of magics. The one that stands out most to you, because you're logically looking for a way to open it, is that there is a series of 3 of them that wrap around it from one end to the other. And if you depress them in order, it opens one of the ends.
Perfect.
It just pops and twists.
Yep. Sunflower will kind of analyze it for a second and then immediately start pressing whatever needs to be pressed so that it can open.
Wow.
What's
on the inside?
Yeah.
She'll
Dump it out. Shake it out, slap. Drop it.
As you turn to slide it open, the first thing that falls into your hand, because it's weighted, is a disc-like stone. It is smooth and polished. It is almost a perfect circle, but not quite. It itself has a number of runes upon it. The color is like an azurite, is what it looks like. It immediately, the runes start moving when it hits your hand.
Oh.
Why are they doing that? What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
Can anyone read the runes?
Yes. Sunflower can, with that same roll, you'd read the runes and it tells you this way to your true name.
It says this way to your true name. I don't know what that means.
Is your name not Sunflower?
My name is Sunflower, I think. I don't know if I have another name. I've only ever known myself as Sunflower.
How
I know.
long you known yourself as Sunflower? What, 5 days? 5 hours?
I don't know.
Oh,
All
Perhaps
my life.
yes, all my life. Perhaps that is. Oh, perhaps it has been a year, maybe 2. Suppose I should pay more close attention to the passing of days, shouldn't I?
yeah?
Some of us don't have much of a choice on that end of things.
Yeah. I mean, Drastus, you look like you've been counting them forever. Are we gonna follow the runes?
The next
says-
item that starts to come out is what
more
looks like a
items.
cloth, a rolled piece of cloth, almost like a scroll, but definitely woven cloth.
At this point, I think I'm just like walking all along the table. How do we have like a literal? How tall is a small creature? Like
So
2 feet?
far in the Faeforge Academy world, our fairies have ranged between about 8 and 14 inches.
I'm a foot. Okay, 14 inches. That works. So I'm just walking along this table and I want to kick open that scroll.
And it furls, and you see it's a tapestry, extremely ornate. Think of the fancy tapestries that you might find in rich people's homes that take up a large chunk of a wall, except it's shrunk down to about the size of a placemat.
I think I recognize this artist. Had something like this in my home once.
What? You had a bunch of placemats like this?
No, much larger. It was like a banner, more or less.
Okay, like I could use this as a blanket. It's nice, a little stiff.
If any of you look at it for an extended period, like a count of 3 or 4, you'll
This is
see it
trying
begin
to
moving.
lay it out so he can actually read it.
Yeah, Sunflower will, if Drastus is laying it out, Sunflower will also stare at it with Drastus.
Trying not to hit the fairy too hard. Like, you do need to move.
Okay, walking away.
Vincent looks at Jess. We've got it under control. It's fine. Relax, please.
I didn't ask you, kid.
Good God, I'm like 600 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah, you act like you're not, though.
That's fair.
Fight.
Stop it, you.
Okay.
You're worse than my great grandkids. Jeez.
Listen, you should drink more of that drink.
Another round, please.
Incredible.
So what is on this tapestry as we all figure out a way to look at it?
So it depends on the direction in which you're looking at it from.
Oh.
If you're looking at it upside down, it looks like a landscape of a mountain side with different mystical creatures poking out from caverns or from behind trees or things of that nature. If you're looking at it right side up, it looks like a throne room with some sort of crowned individual holding court. If you look at it from the left side, those figures draw swords and it becomes a battle. If you look at it from the right side, you instead see the smoking ruins of a city.
Are you all seeing this?
If I walk around it, it's a really cool picture book.
That is a lot odd.
Does anyone recognize the city? Or the people? Or the details? It's really small.
That's a good question. Would I?
Yeah, would any of us?
I'm going to actually defer that detail to Steven. So this Morticia might.
Okay.
This ruined city is from the Feywild. It is one of the great cities of the Feywild that was rendered asunder.
Sure, I'm happy for. I want someone to know what it is.
Yeah. I think Morticia's kind of walking around the table, looking at it from different angles, tilting their head left and right. And then finally they get really, really quiet and really still. Oh, Adam says that we've been here. Well, we have never, they say that they've been there, but I mean, Adam's been everywhere. This is in the Feywilds. This should be a place that I know, but Adam says they know it, therefore I know it's real. Adam never lies.
Vincent looks up at Sunflower and says, "Can I see that little stone?
Of course.
I'm fairly confident I know my name, and I just want to know if it does something different."
She'll hand it on over, no questions.
So chat and grab it. Does it do
And
anything?
the runes change.
Oh.
Can I make out what they say?
What would be the equivalent of a passive arcana?
Oh geez, I forgot how do you determine passive?
So 10 plus the stat, which
It'd
is
be like your
intelligence.
passive
It'd be
investigation.
14.
Yeah, plus.
Unless you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's, yeah, you can make out the bulk of what it says. It says, unbound, tomorrow you can find freedom. But the word for tomorrow isn't an exact translation. It could be future, it could be the next life. It's a very vague reference.
What does it say? I can't see. What does it say?
Can you say it one more time? I'm gonna need to write that down.
Unbound, tomorrow you may find freedom.
And Vincent doesn't respond directly to Morticia.
Mm-hmm.
He does that thing where he reads it out loud, but mostly to himself, probably loud enough that you can hear it. Unbound, tomorrow you may find freedom. Looks at it. Sets it down on the table for anyone else to grab. Actually sets it on top of the tapestry just to see if anything changes. And then sits down, kind of puts his hands on his chin and is just staring at this map of the Feywilds. And I know you said Morty recognized it. Is that something that Vincent would have recognized?
Very possibly. Vincent has gone to the Feywild on more than one occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We'll say yes. It's one of the places that an expedition was sent to look for artifacts.
I've been there too.
What? Oh, you've been to my home. Isn't it wonderful? full of chaos and ambition and passion and destruction and some plants and a lot of love and just some places to hide and lots of good things to eat. What are your memories?
Made me a lot of money.
Oh. And we're just they're gonna step back and stand on the disc that is now on top of the map.
I love that.
So,
I don't need to hold it.
when the disc was set down, the runes spun and set along the edge in
Okay.
no particular pattern. Once Morticia stands upon it, they spin once again, and it looks like they disappear.
Ah, I broke it. I'm sorry. I break a lot of things I touch. It's honestly really surprising when you're this small. You think you wouldn't break a lot of things, and yet just so many things crash around me.
I'm not sure you broke it.
But the runes went out.
Yeah, they did.
I don't have a future? I don't have a name? I don't have a... Vincent, I already forgot yours. Yours sucked. I don't have a name?
What if you pick it up instead of standing on it?
Ooh, I'll try.
Maybe the message isn't for you.
As you lift one foot, you see one rune.
What is the rune?
The rune, what's your passive arcana?
What did we say? It was 10 plus...
Plus whatever your skill in arcana is.
What do I have in arcana? It's 10.
Okay. So, if anybody wants to translate the rune, yes, maybe.
I can't read it.
I would do it as well.
That rune says laughter.
It says laughter. Which seems like you have plenty of.
What?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm gonna hop on the other foot now.
And the rune beneath that says healing.
That one says healing.
Okay, well that one's just silly, because like what have I healed? I once knocked over a cat that was knocking over a cup. Well, that has nothing to do with healing, so I can't. That one doesn't make any sense. And then I would like to fly above it.
As soon as you lift off, the runes spin and reset to the outer edge.
Vincent looks over to Drasus and says, "Hey, young buck, why don't you pick it up?"
Drasus just smiles at that, and he does pick it up. Do the runes change?
Mm-hmm. The runes change.
And I look over at Sunflower like, can you read this to me?
Of course, of course.
And when you read that, you will see that it says, absolution is of the earth.
Absolution is of the earth.
Fucking riddles.
What? That's a horrible one. I can't interpret that at all.
Depending on how long you've held on to it, you will feel a pull in a certain direction.
I think actually after seeing it says absolution is of the earth, Drasus just drops it, just like kind of shocked at what it said, and then just lets it go. Someone
And when
else
it resets, you'll notice the same pattern shows up, and it's a name and a dedication, or a dedication and a name.
Sunflower, what does that one say?
Oh, I'll read it again.
And the default label really is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It says, dedicated to the goddess Mali, Mali. This Whimsy stone will guide you.
I hate the gods.
Well, that's a lie. The stone hasn't guided us anywhere.
I think it plans to guide us. We have to follow it, perhaps like a compass.
I've heard of
You know-
compasses. Never really seen one in action.
I've never seen a Whimsy stone. I don't know anything about the goddess Mali, but I am intrigued. Fascinating.
So who wants to go first? Whose riddle are we following? Sunflower, your riddle is still my favorite because that's the only one I can kind of make sense of. Your name was clearly Flower Sun to begin with, and then maybe there was like you hit your head and everything got mixed up. So we're gonna solve this one for you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
How is that
expand
clear?
on that just like a little bit more.
I don't know how to. It just makes sense.
You must be mistaken. My name has been Sunflower since I awoke. It was the first word I said. I saw a sunflower and I said sunflower, and that was my name. It was never Flower Sun. No. I don't know that I have another name. Perhaps I do. I don't know. I don't remember anything. I was found, actually, broken. And I don't remember anything.
Well, I'm all for someone finding out if they have a real name. Seems the least ominous. Well, I guess healing and laughter, but when it's connected to you, Morticia, and I mean no offense.
What?
It's just
Offended?
a little bit unsettling.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, Adam might. Kind of gives a side eye to Sunflower and Drasus, like.
I mean, Sunflower's face is neutral, so you're not getting too much there. Sorry, bud.
While you say that and give the side eye and look back to Morticia, you will notice that while Morticia is pondering what you said, Morticia's shadow is nodding in agreement with you.
That feels right.
Oh no!
No,
No.
she didn't like that one bit. Too creepy. I'm out of here.
Well, sending a quick message.
Oh, she back.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Hey, no, it's all
What
good.
happened there?
It's all good. Now we just have to do that really cool thing where everyone gets to play a new character.
And
So,
switch.
you're the GM.
Why is it? There we go. Okay. Whew.
Where is OBS? I have so many things open. Where'd OBS go?
Sorry.
Good.
No, it's all
We're
good.
having all of the. We're getting it all in the first. Getting
Yeah.
it all out in the first session, and that way we're good to go after this.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yes,
not
you
worried
do.
about it.
Well, as the DM now, a dragon bursts through the ceiling,
Oh.
and we all have to roll for initiative.
Listen, you joke, but that has definitely happened in one of our campaigns.
Oh my.
Yes!
When a player got control over the narrative.
It just seems like the natural
That
thing
happens.
to
Just
do.
big ass broken sword comes out.
Dragon!
Give me your horn!
Okay.
And
right,
then
we're
there's just Sunflower sitting there
speaking-
like, I've never seen a dragon.
Speaking of changes to the setting, you find that the shadows start to dissipate and the light comes back. And the sounds are a little more quiet than they were when the spotlight effect began. Because now you find yourselves surrounded by 5 ruffians.
Oh! Hi!
Weapons drawn. One of them smacks and says, "We'll be taking that you've got there."
What, this table?
That seems like a very bad idea for you.
It really
Vincent.
does, kids.
What do they want?
They want the magic stuff that we just got. They want to take it from us.
Do you like riddles? Can you solve a riddle? What is purple and green and red all over?
Morticia, give him a chance to walk away.
Oh, okay. I'll wait for the answer.
Purple and green and red all over? Huh. The way you'll look once you're battered and bruised.
No, obviously a slime wearing a hat that fell into a pool of lava. Come on! Terrible answer. We ready to fight them?
You know what?
Yeah, I think at that point, Drassus just flipped the table over.
Oh, okay. That's where we're going with this. Very well.
Sunflower just kind of looks at these guys and just goes, "You will not speak to her that way."
And we shall roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Yep,
I
that
think-
seems about right.
My initiative seems wonky for some reason. I don't know why it's a 0.11 initiative, so we might have
It
to
adds your Dex mod. So
Oh, okay.
in case someone else gets the same thing.
Yeah, so it is
Hmm.
It's fine.
Okay. So it is a 19.11.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want the map, Chris? You want us on the map, Chris? Do you want to get us to that overlay, or are we good to Theater of the Mind?
Let's go with Theater of the Mind for now. I think that'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. So, let's see here. Drassus goes first. Well, by flipping the
Sick.
table, and then you go last.
Okay, I'll say
Yeah.
With that 6.
So basically, you kicked off initiative and then dropped to the end of the order.
Yep.
For the narrative to make sense. And then we have Sunflower, followed by Morticia, followed by the Brigands, and then Vincent and Drassus.
All right. Steven, can I request like battle music?
Yeah, just a second.
I feel like okay, no, I know you're clicking 1,000 things.
Yeah. We're going to fade that out.
Yeah.
Just a second.
Brigands. Oh, these fools.
Absolute fools.
you're gonna learn today.
Okay, I think it's Sunflower's turn, right?
Yes, Sunflower.
I'm so sorry. I did
Go
not
ahead.
realize that I was being waited upon. My apologies.
Oh, no worries.
Okay. Sunflower would like to cast let's go with Witch Bolt.
Classic.
That would be 21.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay. I just remember how this works. On a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage. Is there a button to roll damage?
If
Show
you click,
spell description. No.
you can always just on the left-hand side. There's the thing that looks like a D20, and you can
Right.
manually roll if you need to.
Okay.
I think if you click the little witch bolt under the roll, like the roll on, it'll roll the damage
Yeah.
on roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
If you click the name Witch Bolt, yeah.
Yeah.
little
Okay. Not that
Alright.
one.
There you go.
Not that one. Oh.
Right.
No, yeah,
Nope.
that did. That's damage.
Oh, okay.
No,
No.
it's not. No,
No.
it's
Nope.
Nope,
Nope,
that's
it's
casting
not.
it again.
It's just casting it again.
All right.
Never
All right.
mind.
Well, we'll just
Just a
pretend that
D12.
didn't happen. I'll just roll a d12. It's all right. We'll figure this out for something. That is a 4. 4 points of damage.
Okay. And was this to the loud one, the leader, or to one of the other 4?
The leader, the one that was saying weird things about Morticia.
Witch Bolt will reach out and crackle across the room, striking the mouthy one, starting at the tip of their blade and covering their body. They are kind of winded by the experience, but they are not down.
Don't think I have anything I can do as a bonus action, so that is me.
Okay,
Yeah, we're just little babies right now.
Morticia.
So I'm just loading up my. Oh, there we go. Is Mage Hand a Will of the Shadow / Mage Hand? Is that a bonus action?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so main action, I'm going to shoot the one that got my riddle wrong
Mm-hmm.
with my crossbow.
Okay.
I do believe I clicked something. You just didn't believe me. We're doing great today. Okay, I'll click it again. Please roll. Oh, came in
There it
twice. Can we
goes.
take the first one?
Yeah, we can take the first one, and that's exactly what you need is a 12.
Yay!
So,
So it'll be 9 piercing damage.
okay.
And then with my bonus action, I'm just gonna have Adam reach out and grab the map and the stone. Because I don't know if anybody had that right now. I was kind of imagining it's still on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of envelop it in darkness and hold on to it for us.
Okay. Beneath the shadow cast by the turned over table, Adam departs from Morticia's connection as their shadow and disappears, obscuring the 2 items.
Thanks, Adam!
And how do you want to finish off this mouthy one?
Ooh. Shooting the crossbow into his mouth. Just like,
Excellent.
yeah, and then out the other side.
Gotcha.
Gross.
And so as he goes to kind of chastise Sunflower for casting magic, gets a crossbow bolt in the mouth.
Oh, that's what happens when you can't solve my riddles. It was such an easy riddle. Sunflower, I hope you're okay.
I'm all right. Thank you.
The other 4 will basically make their way to try and match up one-on-one with each of you for at least this round. And that is not going to hit. That is doubtful to hit anybody. So, Vincent, what is your AC?
My AC is 13.
So 13 hits then.
Okay.
Barely. All right. And that'll be for short sword, kind of lunges towards you. And 2 points.
So as he lunges towards me, and I imagine like more like cutting my clothes than actually doing any damage. I give him a smile. And you should not have done that. And I will tap my cane onto the ground. And you'll watch as violet flame bursts out of it, and I will cast Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is somewhere. Needs to make a thing. I think it's a dex save, but I don't remember.
I don't think I've ever
It
used
is
Hellish Rebuke, so I couldn't tell you.
dex save, yeah, against my spell
A
save.
2
DC.
will not save.
No, it won't. It definitely won't. So that's 2d10 fire damage.
Oof.
Ooh, that's 9 and 19 fire damage.
Describe how
my
this
God.
crispy critter meets their maker.
Yeah, so as Vincent taps on the ground, if you're looking closely, you would watch like the skin around his hand almost turns skeletal, or it looks as though his hand is a skeleton for just a moment, as this flame kind of runs up Vincent's arm all the way around his other arm, and he points at this ruffian, and the flame just consumes him, and there is a sword left, and maybe any gold that he was wearing, any metal.
Sounds good.
Wow. That was pretty.
Thank you. Yep.
And that's your turn now.
Okay. I think Vincent will. Would you say that the flame would draw the eyes of the other?
Oh, definitely.
So Vincent will again tap on his cane on the ground, and you will watch as it looks like his flesh starts to rot. His eyes go black. You see like just the bone of his jaw in one spot. His eyes like kind of sink into his head and get this lifeless look. And I'm going to use my form of dread as a bonus action, and then to them I'm going to say, you may want to leave now before you end up like your friends. Because I didn't break a sweat. And then my jaw drops and starts dangling.
Excellent. And are you actively trying to intimidate them?
Yes.
Or is this passive narrative
Definitely
banter?
active.
Okay. Make that roll.
That plus 4. Oh, a 7. Shoot.
They all kind of stop and look, and they're clearly distracted, but they don't seem to be afraid as much as they are confused and unsure what to do. Like, what have we gotten ourselves into more than I need to run? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. And then I think he'll look over at Drasus and say, with his jaw still dangling, forgetting that it's doing that, well, big man, I think you have some friends to play with.
Yeah.
And that's my
Drasus just kind of like glances at you and looks back, just a little shake of the head. And throws back his cloak a little bit, and you see a glowing sort of pommel on the back, one of his swords, and he goes to reach for it, then he stops himself, pulls the long sword out, and then just takes a swing at whoever is close.
Okay.
And that's
12 is your AC you're shooting for.
Well, that's not going to do it.
Fair enough. So you swing, and the one in front of you is kind of a little hyper vigilant based on the look of the other, and they step to the side and focus back on you and point their sword at you, still a little shaken in their confidence, but kind of that, oh, don't you try that kind of look on their face.
Not as young as I used to be.
That brings us back to the top of the order.
I forgot. I also get 1d10 plus 1 temporary hit points.
Oh,
for a
right.
big whopping 2.
Fair enough.
Okay, it's a sunflower. All right. I think we've got 2 standing.
3 technically.
Okay.
One on you, one attempting to figure out how to engage with the slight fairy, and another one trying to hold Drasus at bay.
Okay, Sunflower will go for the one in front of her, and she will cast Firebolt.
Excellent.
That's Witch Bolt again. What?
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I was trying to do. Don't know what's going on. I was casting Firebolt, not Witch Bolt. Can we? No? Okay.
You can take the original roll. That's fine.
All right, thank you. I got no clue why it's rolling something different, or very confusing.
I suspect it's the same attack roll though. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll roll with it. I've got no clue why it's doing that.
Yeah, it's the same attack roll.
And so if that's a hit, then the target takes 1d10 fire damage. So I will roll a d10. So 5 points of fire damage.
Mm-hmm. And there are 3 of you that have guidance. I want you to keep in mind. Drasus and Vincent and Sunflower.
Oh.
So 5 points. It impacts upon the brigand and makes a solid hit, causing burn across their clothes. And now Morticia. So all 4 of you have guidance. Yay. And they're staggered but not down. So now to Morty.
Okay. So the one that's engaged with Drasus, within 5 feet of him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the one I'm going to attack, so I can get some sneak attack bonus. Let's see if I hit.
Yes.
Does a 19 hit?
Yep. Ooh.
15 damage.
Woo!
And how do you finish this one?
This is gonna be a crossbow bolt through the head, but dangerously close to where Drasus is. So maybe it's from behind their head and it comes through their eyeball. And it's not too far away from his face, and Morticia's just giggling maniacally in the background, I am helping.
Incredible. Oh my God.
Terrifying.
Absolutely terrifying.
Oh, brilliant.
And then
Drasus doesn't even flinch.
Oh, you wouldn't. I think that's my turn.
Okay. Then, Sunflower. What's your
That does
AC?
hit.
Yeah, that hits?
Yeah, that
Okay.
hits.
And 4 points of pokey damage from a short sword.
All right.
It lashes out at you and seems to impact, but not quite you. If that makes sense. So your temporary hit points that you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got it. So she feels it, but not quite.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Morticia.
Oh shit.
Ow.
As you turned your back on the one that was trying to size you up to kill their friend, they get a very good hit upon you, it seems.
Oh, yes.
So, let's go ahead and roll their damage. 8
Oh, dear.
points of stabby damage.
That hurts a lot.
And I'm not sure exactly what they impact, but shadow does seem to swirl about their blade and bleed off of it as your temporary hit points take 8.
You're not supposed to stab at him. That's just rude.
Vincent, it is to you again.
Okay, I am going to... There's one... No, I burnt the one who was engaged with me. The one that just stabbed Morticia, I am going to use... Actually, yeah, I'm going to use Mind Sliver.
Okay.
On that one, which they need to make an intelligence saving throw. DC 16.
3 does not make an intelligence saving
Okay,
throw.
so they take D6, so 3 psychic damage, and then from their next saving throw, they have to subtract 2.
Okay.
And that is an action. Do I have any more bonus actions that are fun?
Okay,
actually,
this is called a Mind Sliver. What does a Mind Sliver even look like? I've never even heard of this move.
I think it's from Tasha's. It's a cantrip, but
Nice.
I think again, he just casually taps his cane on the ground. Eyes glow purple, and Morticia, since they're the one who just stabbed you, you would see their eyes go purple as well, like almost the exact same color as Vincent's, for just a brief moment, and they wince in pain. And I have a question for you, GM. So with the Form of Dread, it says, for 1 minute you gain the following benefits. Once on each of your turns, if you hit a creature, you can force it to make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail, it's frightened for you until the next turn.
Yep.
Technically, I didn't hit them because it's a save.
It fits the narrative of what's going on, so we will do that.
Okay, and he'll have -2 on that.
And still does not save.
Perfect. So he's now frightened from a fairly terrifying looking individual
Yes,
right now.
and like starts to kind of circle to be on the opposite side of Morticia because there's such a big barrier between you two. But we'll try and actively put Morticia between the two of you.
I told you should have left. It's a shame.
And that brings us to Drasus. There's one currently engaged and injured on each Morticia and Sunflower.
Yeah. I think initially, if the crossbow bolt didn't come so close to Drasus' face, he probably would have helped on the one that stabbed Morticia. But instead, he goes towards the one over on Sunflower and
12
takes
or
another swing. Let's see if he still has it.
You can do it.
You have guidance.
Oh yeah, I
Do it,
do.
do
I
it,
get a
do it, do
D4.
I mean,
Now's
the
your
minimum.
chance.
Yeah, I would say
makes it
the
there,
minimum
so.
makes it go.
Mhm.
Which I'm at the minimum.
Oh gosh, that's great.
All right. Oh my god. The dice are against me today.
I guess so.
So yeah, I just swinging blow with the longsword, and then after I do that,
It is enough to end them.
Oh, all right, sweet. Then I just big heaving swing of a longsword and just cut straight across the chest and just push him over.
Excellent.
Okay. Still not quite feeling myself just yet. Cracks the knuckles, stretches the bones. You hear loud popping noises.
And that brings us back to Sunflower, top of the
All
round.
right. Yeah.
Finish them.
Yes. One more standing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get him. Let's just do Firebolt again. Why
Okay.
not? Why not?
Okay. That hits. 1d10.
Oh, apparently that's how no, it's still doing lightning damage, so that's weird. All right. We'll just re-roll that. There we go. For 2 points of damage.
It impacts. They're now trying to decide who they want to try and put the fairy between, whether it be Vincent's character or yours, and are clearly distracted by the sheer numbers.
I think Sunflower just says, "You can run. It's not too late."
Just kind of stares, looking at all of you.
Can I be a bitch? Can I be a little bit mean?
Sure.
Because little Miss Clockwork Soul's got, her little clockwork gears forming on her head and she's been casting all of these spells. And she says that. And then she goes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Perfect.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And she's not going to do anything, but part of her is hoping she scares the absolute living shit out of him.
That's amazing.
And Morticia will get to act before this poor soul.
Oh, well, I shoot them in the head. Let's see if it lands.
Get him.
Yep.
Oh gosh. And I would like to note narratively, visually, this is a heavy crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
So picture this heavy ass, clunky, big, just like horrendous looking yeah, and this tiny little fairy, like they have to use their whole body to reset it up, and then very delicately, like they press on the trigger with like their foot or something, and hope that the recoil does not send them flying, but somehow it never does. It's almost like magic. It's so weird.
I'm picturing it on like a tripod.
I gotta set it up on the ground.
It's hilarious.
It's a whole thing. Was this enemy engaged within 5 feet of? I mean, they kept trying to hang out near me.
They are technically within 5 feet of you.
Ah, that doesn't count.
Mhm.
Okay, just 9 damage.
And that is just barely enough.
Oh, good. Huh. I thought you were gonna get too close to me. And to think you were run by a leader who can't solve riddles, who drops dead within the blink of an eye. And look at this! You've got a smoldering member of your team. Nobody tried to stop, drop, and roll. Isn't that the first thing you do? Stop, drop, and roll. Come on.
Vincent,
Everyone's dead.
that was surprisingly agile with that crossbow, Morticia.
Thanks. I like to think it's the power of Adam that really helps me. They're a lot stronger. Turns out I'm only like 14 inches tall. So everything is a challenge. So you got to really make your way. Got to find ways to make things work for you. And magic makes just about everything work for me. That and the power of hopes and dreams.
When you say hopes and dreams, do you mean taking them or having your own?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
I would like to, so, dearest GM, if I wanted to say collect the souls of the newly departed,
Mm-hmm.
Just because it feels right, not because I super understand why I should be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like me to go about that?
Well, in this particular instance, what you're going to find as you try is you don't find any. Not that they've already left, but almost as if they were never there. And as things start to come into focus, you look around and the building is empty. It's dilapidated.
This
There's
place was nicer, right?
no one here other
Just
than
as I was
the
going
four
to
of you.
apologize to the barkeep for messing up their shit.
What barkeep?
There are bones scattered where these assailants fell. Some bits of cloth in some cases. Swords, yes. But most of it isn't even there anymore.
This.
Am I alive?
The magic items are still here, though, right? Oh,
Yes.
Or Morticia
Adam
picked
has
them
them.
up. Does Adam still have those things?
That's how I can tell if I'm alive. Adam! Oh, good. And
That face I made is exactly the face that Vincent made.
So I just see floating magical items going. Okay, great. So Adam is.
onto one of the non-dilapidated tables. Or one without a hole in the table. You know?
There you go.
That makes me feel a little bit better, I guess. About you.
Oh. Well, this is real. Kind of. I sometimes question what's in my brain. I know that's unbelievable, but I have a hard time getting a good grasp on reality. Are you all real? You have to prove it.
And I think Drasus would just gently bump you. So you kind of just swerve a little bit in the air.
Okay, confirmed. Real.
Well, I think I'm real, and she'll like hold out an arm for Morticia to like poke at or stab at or whatever. I mean, she's made of metal; it's not gonna really do much. So
I'll come at you with like a good fist bump, tiny little fist to yours.
yeah.
Okay.
Vincent, you're watching as Vincent's self is kind of becoming normal again. Kind of cracks his neck a little bit. What do you want me to do to prove it to you? I'm still here, and nothing else is besides the three of you.
Could you take your jaw off again? That was kind of cool.
It's just a little magic trick. It's not.
Was that real? Is your jaw normally just like down by your chest?
I think Drasus would just go up towards Vincent and just sniff at him.
Would you be familiar with the smell of something that may or may not be totally alive?
I would say
I wanna
probably.
say, yeah, he would.
You would get an undead scent off of Vincent. Who says, can I help you?
You're a walking corpse.
We all are. Flesh
No,
and
not like
bones.
you.
Your corpse?
No.
Well, I believe Drasus. He confirmed that he's alive, therefore he would
'Cause
never
he-
lie to me.
Because he walked up and sniffed me?
Seems logical.
Sure.
I don't trust their logic system, but you know what I smell.
We just killed some stuff that apparently don't have souls.
I don't know if we killed anything, to be honest with you. That could have been an illusion or something.
That's what I do with my jaw. It's an illusion. Make people think I'm dead.
Can you teach me to dislocate my arms?
Yeah, it probably would hurt.
Oh, okay. No, thank you. I'm good.
Why would you need that?
Oh, to scare away my enemies. If my arms were flapping around while I was flying, terrifying. I would run away.
Oh my god.
Clearly, you haven't fought enough things with injured limbs. That's okay.
No,
I
never.
guess.
Anyways, where do we go from here?
Somewhere that doesn't seem dilapidated and dead. Probably.
Well, I have two ideas. We could try to follow this stone, or we could head to the ruins that are on this map. Though getting to the Feywilds is a little bit more tricky than following a rock, I guess. Maybe it's not.
There's a wrapping on the door frame as the door itself is kind of hanging off a bit.
I think Drasus pulls out the big sword, and you'll see a broken greatsword. The tip of it is sort of broken off, and the runes on it are glowing, and then you hear a voice. Why do you keep me in there? It's so unfair. Oh, God. Sticks it back in the sheath.
Vincent,
I don't know what you're doing, but you should probably find your ways back home. There's a curfew. Supposedly, some sort of earth elemental caused a collapse in the mines.
Who is this? Is this just some stranger who's just letting us know to go home?
As you look them up and down, it looks like one of the town guard.
Yeah, we're on our way home. Thanks for we lost track of time.
No problem.
Can I ask you one quick question?
Yes.
How long has this place been like this?
The scallywag?
Yeah.
Maybe 20 years.
The fuck?
That is perhaps longer than I have been alive.
I can't count that high, so it sounds like it's been a long time.
Okay. Okay. And Drasus just walks out at that point.
Are we heading
Drasus,
home?
where are you going?
A way out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, hold on. If something can make this, whatever it is, we can't just walk away from it.
Yes, obviously. Great quest, that.
No, I don't fucking care about a quest.
I
care about the
you
fact-
have to.
I care about the fact that some being was able to make it look like we were in the middle of this filled up tavern, knows something about all of us,
Huh.
and then sends soulless beings to try to kill us. I assume it's got to be the same person. And now we're here in this place that has been run down for 20 years. We need
And
to
the
go.
answers are apparently in this magical scroll box.
It's the best we've got.
I agree. So let's go.
Okay, it just felt like you were really going with no direction.
I just didn't want to be in this creepy old ass place anymore.
Drasus, hold the compass. The rune compass. We're gonna call it a Whimsy. I came up with it first.
don't think you did, but okay.
Mhm.
And Drassus grabs it.
Mm-hmm. And you start to feel a pull.
And I follow the pull.
It will lead you and whoever chooses to follow toward the northwest of the city and toward the underground portion of this tier, or just beyond the gates of the city proper, where they call it the Miners' Market, and the road that leads to the mines. You all will be dubiously let through the gates. They kind of give you an eye and go, uh-huh. Whatever reason you give them, they accept it, but definitely skeptical. And that is where we are going to end this session.
Awesome. Chris, the intrigue that I have,
Indeed.
so great. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Chris, thank you for taking us on this story so far. Just as the person who created the Faeforge Academy, seeing someone take that world and make it their own is really, really cool. So this has been really fun, which I guess I forgot to say this. Chris is the first person to GM in the Faeforge Academy world besides me, which is super fun. So, yeah, why don't we all, one last time, everybody say who you are, where people can find you and all that stuff. And while you do that, I'm going to find someone to raid. So let's start with B.
All right. Hello, I've been your non-binary busy bee playing Morticia, who has been truly everything I've ever wanted out of a character. I think I finally found the sweet spot. And that's really important. So thank you for the opportunity to do this. If you are so inclined, you can follow me on Twitter as @B_Zelda, podcaster, streamer, D&D'er, community manager for Adventures League. I do it all. Leona, why don't you go next?
Ooh, hello. My name is Leona. You can find me on Twitter @TheLeonaMaple, and that is the best place to keep up with all of the things that I do. I am Maple Intersectionality Consulting, your favorite tabletop RPG, diversity, sensitivity reader, all that kind of stuff. I'm in a handful of podcasts and streams. In fact, there's another one happening later today. It's a little Pathfinder campaign. I think we're live today. I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that. You'll find out on my Twitter. Don't quote me on that, actually. Don't quote me on that. But hey, like I said, Twitter's the best place to find me, so that's where you'll know if I'm going to be on a stream today or not. That's me. Thanks, El.
Prince.
Hey everybody, I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice around the interwebs. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff going on, and I'm not going to go through my whole entire list of everything. Do follow me on Twitter and my Twitch. Both of those are Dimples and Dice. And make sure you're also following me over at Rollin' D's 20s. That is where I am the storyteller for Vampire the Masquerade Philly by Night. Also a player in our Cyberpunk Red campaign, Trauma Team Chronicles. And we're all BIMPOC group of TTRPG actual play players. So do come check us out over there, and you'll see more stuff coming on down the pipeline.
And Chris.
Hello again, everyone. Big thank you to the cast. Big thank you to Stephen for letting me have my way with Evastria. I'm Chris Geary. You can find me on Twitter @Chris Geary. You can also find updates about what I'm doing both on Twitter and at Omens Rising, which is the major project that I'm working on currently. So thank you again, and I look forward to next week.
Yeah, thank you all. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks for the subs and the follows and all that stuff. We really, really appreciate you. We're gonna go raid Happy Capster. Did it just do it?
Hey, Happy Cat.
It just did it. Without me clicking start the raid. So they're gone.
Okay.
Bye.